my dudes, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some regrets that I have about studying abroad slash what I miss, because it's been over a year since I arrived in France and now I keep getting all those like Facebook memory reminders. So every day I go through some kind of nostalgia because Facebook is like, oh, see where you were a year ago? You were so carefree and exotic in southern France, even though it was like freezing when I first got there. Anyway, I know a lot of you guys are interested in study abroad and my experience, so I'm just gonna talk about some things that I wish I did or didn't do. Before I get started, I want to remind you that I have a podcast called Previously Gifted where I talk about everything, all the young adult kind of things, college, how my transfer applications are going, my search for a job that I can enjoy, working from home, and of course travel and study abroad related stuff.
By the way, this week's episode was featuring my boyfriend Nathan, and we were discussing veganism and some social issues and big questions that involve veganism. So you should definitely listen. It was a great conversation. I'm wearing my aligners and I have a bit of a lisp. Bye.
You can listen or you can watch on YouTube on the Previously Gifted YouTube channel. All right, let's jump in. I've got a list and there's a lot. First thing that I wrote down is that I wish I had saved more. It's hard to tell you guys because a lot of people ask, how much does it cost to study abroad? How much should I save? I couldn't even tell you how much I spent, and that's bad. I can say I had to take out extra student loans to help cover like my living expenses, because when you study abroad you have to prove that you have enough money to support yourself. So I had to take out additional loans to do that. And then I got a small kind of allowance from my program that was like 1,200 euros, I think, which was gone very quickly. And then other than that, I was spending my YouTube earnings, because that was the only job that I had while I was abroad, and using a credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. But I wish I had had the opportunity to save beforehand, because obviously it's best to save up and then know that you're not, you know, racking up your credit card. I don't regret it though, because it's worth it. It was an experience, and I would pay that amount over and over again to be able to do that semester if I had the chance to redo it. So also, I wish I would have been able to work while I was abroad. Like I said, my only job was YouTube, which doesn't pay me a lot, but it did let me like pay my bills and have some money. But for some reason during my visa application process, I didn't choose the option to be able to work in France. And I wish I had done that, because I could have easily worked just a couple hours a week as like an English tutor or something, just in case I wanted that option to be able to earn a little bit of money. So for any of you, I would definitely recommend at least leaving that an option if it is possible for you to do that while you're abroad. My second regret would be how I packed. I made a video about how I was packing before I left, and I did it all wrong. My initial plan was to bring like a minimal amount of clothing, and just right there, no. You're gonna be there for 5 months. You're gonna go through dramatically different seasons in terms of weather. Why did I think it was a good idea to pack light? No, pack light on your weekend trip, pack heavy for study abroad. I could have just paid the extra fees or whatever to bring a whole other suitcase, and then I would have had so many more options, and I would have probably saved money because I wouldn't have to do so much shopping. I got to France and I was like, oh my god, it's way colder than I expected and I need to buy a lot of clothes. Another kind of regret is that I wish I could have seen more. And of course, I think no matter how much of France or Europe I had seen in my semester, I feel like there's always that like yearning to do more, stay longer, you know. And I realize that. I'm totally happy with the experience that I had and all the places that I went, but I'm already like itching to go back. I saw a lot of southern France, and then I saw Paris and a bunch of other countries in Western Europe, but I would have loved to see more of France because it's such a diverse country. Like, there's so much I still want to see. And then of course in terms of like the rest of Europe, like there's just too much to see. I wanted to be able to go to Africa. I was like, hey, the northern tip of Africa is like right there. I was like in Aix-en-Provence, which is near the Mediterranean, which is kind of near the tip of Africa. But my classes were Monday through Friday. I couldn't move them around. If you have an option to make your classes more compounded, absolutely do it, because it would have been so cool if I could get all my classes done in 3 or 4 days and then have longer weekends to be able to do more trips. Basically, I would do weekend trips, but they had to be relatively short because I could only spend so much time actually traveling before I'd have to come back for class. It's tough because my expectations beforehand were like, I am gonna do everything. I'm gonna be an absolute yes woman. I'm gonna see as much as I can. I'm gonna be traveling every single weekend. And then it just doesn't turn out that way because, you know, either money or life or just you're tired. Like, traveling is exhausting. So I didn't end up going on a trip or something every weekend, but I should have taken advantage of Cartres, because then I could have just taken a cheap bus to like just a nearby town and just seen more that way. So you don't have to plan like a major big trip often, but definitely explore around and see what's available. Something else that I wish I had done a little differently was to spend more time with my friends from the program. So I was with ISEP and we had a group of girls. We were all American except Rosa, she's from Ghana. But we all hung out together, we had a lot of classes together, and I just wish that I had been able to spend more time with everybody. I mean, again, like, looking back, it's easy to say I should have done things differently, but like in the moment, I just made different choices. Again, you're always gonna wish that you did more. And it's like, hopefully me and my girlies can have a reunion someday. Maybe we'll all just go back to Aix-en-Provence, meet up, have lunch, brunch with the girlies. This next one is major. I wish I took more pictures. How did I not do this? I was taking a lot of pictures, and I made a point about a month into my semester abroad to start just taking pictures of like ordinary things that I saw around town, like my walk to and from school, like my dorm building, all of those things, because like obviously in the moment you're not going to take a picture of them because you see them every day, but I was like, hey, I want to remember all of the ordinary, everyday, wonderful things. But even then, I still wish that I took more pictures of scenery with people. I wish that I filmed more, but like I was vlogging a lot, I was making videos. It's just like, again, you will always have that feeling of wishing you captured more of it. That's the strangeness of like studying abroad, is like you go there and you know, like, this is going to be a significant semester, this is going to be such a memorable time in my life, I want to take advantage of it. And then you're just like, but I also want to live in the moment. So don't beat yourself up like I kind of am. I need to focus more on like everything that I did. And like everything doesn't have to be photographed or filmed for you to like have a fond memory of it. But you know, you gotta have those good throwback pictures, dude. I don't think I've posted a France throwback in a minute. I just might. That's kind of all that I've got for you guys today. It's just like general things because I've been thinking about my time abroad, and it's so weird like the more time that passes, because it's just like, I don't know, it feels like just yesterday, but then it feels so far away and it feels like it barely even happened, like it was just a dream. And I'm like, wow, I'm really gonna be living in the past, remembering my semester abroad in France. Have I mentioned that I studied abroad in France? Anyway, for those of you who ever have studied abroad, I know you feel me. For those of you who are going to study abroad or want to, absolutely do it. You will not regret going. The only things you'll regret is all the food you didn't eat or all the places you didn't go, but you know, just do the most. Have a wonderful time, enjoy every day, enjoy every little experience. Feeling very nostalgic. If you guys have any other video requests for me, it can be about study abroad or just anything at all, let me know. I'm always trying to cater to what you would like to see. I feel very like professional in this button up. It's like a funky thing. It was on sale at Zara. I love button ups, you know? Button downs, button up, buttons. All right, that's it. Again, listen to my podcast. It's probably my favorite thing. And if you really love me, you'll leave a review because that makes my day. All right, a bientôt. Au revoir. Peace. I don't know any more European salutations. There's a tag in this shirt that I keep crunching and it's very loud. Okay, thanks, bye.